That's what it was. So we're talking about Amber Heard and Johnny Depp here, and apparently she was inhaling something on the stand. It's some sort of menthol thing that makes actors cry. So I don't know. Anyway, your mileage may vary. Hello, how's it going tonight here? We were just getting warmed up. Oh my goodness, this is of course not the show. This is not the show. Now listen, if you're watching the playback, fast forward. Do yourself a favor. You see this little scroll down here? Just fast forward until that's all gone. And
who would watch the show on a replay? It's more of a live experience.
I don't know. Our fine friends in the Philippines and India tend to stop by from time to time on the replay.
Did you say India?
So, hello, India. But
yeah,
sure, Indio.
okay.
Sure, they could be in Indio. I don't know.
right.
Did I do this wrong again? I may have done this wrong again.
Oh, are you streaming into some other
I might
group?
be streaming into the wrong group. Am I? Okay, we're streaming into, we're just going to take a quick look here. The only show, there's that, and then there's the, somebody's here. Hello. And of course, I'm sitting here checking to see if I made the same mistake that I made a couple of weeks ago. Where
apparently the plague's over. Everyone's gone back to
Scott
their
Coates is here. Club isn't the best place to find a lover, so the bar is where I go. Me and my friends at the table doing shots, drinking fast, and we talk slow. Come over, start up a conversation with me, and trust me, I'll give it a chance. Say, take my hand, stop up in the man jukebox, and then we start to dance. And I'm singing like, ooh, I want your love. Your love was handmade for somebody like me. Come now, follow my lead. I may be crazy, don't mind me. Say, boy, we're the gym teachers, right? You see, put that body on me. Come now, follow my lead. Come now, follow my lead. Hi there. Okay. Well, I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with your body. Anyway, it is a Saturday night. We will be getting started here in just a couple of minutes. And listen, I just have to tell you guys right off the bat, we may not actually, like the show, there is so much for us to cover. I don't know, honestly, how we're going to get through it all. I have no idea. Hello, Suzanne. It's so nice to see you. How are you, friend?
We have fish problems.
Listen,
first of all,
99 fish problems.
First
99
fish problems.
And a fish ain't one.
Ain't one.
And actually, a fish is one.
And
We've got several fish problems.
Actually,
we're becoming fish people.
Yeah.
I don't know how this happened.
Anybody have a pond? Anybody want a fish?
We have a couple extra fish. We don't really quite know where we're going to.
Yeah. Here's what. We can't even go into it right now. But what we have is some fish that have PTSD. They need to live somewhere else now because there was an unfortunate incident.
It was a killing in our
killing
pond by our national bird. So,
And so we have these two fish that need a new home because they're too freaked out to live here.
Yeah, they are.
They have full Vietnam-style PTSD.
They really
they have not slept or eaten or rested since last Sunday.
I believe the term is that they've been in the shit. I think they've actually been in the shit, and that's no fun for them.
I can't believe those fish are still alive, given their cortisol levels.
Yeah.
Every time I look at them, I'm like, oh my God, you're going to have a fish heart attack.
And they are.
Your fish blood pressure is
it does seem like their fish blood pressure would just be
Are you all right?
Am I on the right channel? I think I'm on the right channel.
Not all right.
Yeah. Everybody seeing me okay? Or is this thing on?
I know.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I think we're here. Anyway, so listen. Hello, Kathy. Yes, we're tipping our collective 40s to old Fat Bob.
Yes.
Roberto Gordo.
And
long may he wave.
I know it might seem like we replaced Fat Bob with another fish, which we did.
But, let's just be honest. We did.
But not because we didn't love Fat Bob, but because the other fish were depressed after the killing.
It's true.
So they were depressed.
They were totally depressed.
Yeah.
They just seemed despondent. If fish can seem despondent, if they can swim in sort of a sort of
for 2 or 3 days
manner,
they didn't even come out. They just hid. They wouldn't.
Exactly.
None of them would come out.
I am convinced that when Fat Bob got taken, he released some sort of stress hormone into the water, which, why wouldn't he? His eagle's talons in his back. Hello, Dad. Yanking him out of the water bodily. And then
you didn't even watch the ring footage.
I can't watch the ring footage. I don't. Listen. I eat meat. I know I understand there's an inherent contradiction here, gang. I'm not insensitive to that, insensible to that. Is that the right word? But yeah. So listen,
So let's start from the beginning.
Love our animals.
There's a koi pond in our backyard.
Hang on. Let's just do this.
Okay.
So
Here
we're
we go.
Make this official.
It's the only show with Steph and Lori. And now, here are your hosts, Stefan.
Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, yes. Okay, so we do Saturday, May 14th. Welcome to all. We're just kind of catching you up on the fishcapades, the official business.
The official business of the week.
Can we do a little bit more fish punning
We're
here?
fish people now.
We're fish people now. I don't know how this happened. Eric warned us. And by the way, Eric and Carrie won't be here tonight.
They're going to a party.
They have a party tonight. But Eric had told us, well, first and foremost, he was like, when he discovered Mr. Fish in the pond next door, he told us he almost just was like, toss it into the forest, because it's like, it thought, what the hell is this thing doing here? But he didn't. He did the right thing, and he brought him to us, and thus was born the couple who now rescues fucking fish.
Right.
Apparently.
So we got this one fish, and then we got these other two fish as company for the one fish.
Because he was lonely, and that's fair, and so then we had that horrible episode where like we oxygen deprived Mr. Fish, and now he's kind of crippled.
Yeah.
That's not
so
fun.
now he's now he
traumatized
swims
me
vertically.
too.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't good. But anyway, everything was
we're
fine
learning.
in the
We're
pond.
learning.
Everything's fine in the pond for months and months and months. And then all of a sudden, one day Lori goes outside and there's the big orange fish. Hi, Mom. Fat Bob is missing. Now, if there were a bear involved, there would have been, or raccoons, it would have been a messy scene, right?
Now,
you would have been able
this
to
is
kind
a
of
really
piece it all
big
together.
fish. So he's not just hiding. Okay, like something's
couldn't
wrong,
hide.
right?
There wasn't any place
So
to
I go over all the ring footage for the
Which we have now.
for the 48 hours
And if you want
before
to,
he disappeared.
Right.
And I found the culprit.
Now, if you want to see the footage, I'm not going to I won't even watch it. It bums my shit out. But if you want to see the footage, Laura will send it to you. Just direct message her, and she'll send you the footage of old Fat Bob getting yanked out of the pond by our national fucking bird.
The eagle swoops down, grabs it.
I know. Poor guy.
pretty sad.
Hello, Angela. What up?
It's pretty sad.
It's sad, and yet, if you're going to go out, it's
Sad
a pretty
and
fucking
impressive at the
baller way
same
to go
time,
out,
right?
right? It's like, how'd you go out? Bob is in fish heaven. How'd you go out?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, some, dickhead off the back of a little trawler, pulled me out of a river. How'd you go? How'd I go? I got eaten by a fucking eagle. That's how I went out, God damn it. Right?
So the first problem is, what if this eagle comes back? You're not allowed to
You
can't yell at an eagle. You can't throw a rock at an eagle.
Nope.
You can't hurt an eagle's
No, you
feelings.
can't.
Okay,
Can't do
you
it.
can't
Yeah.
be like, eagle, get off my property.
They'll come- they'll come
No.
for you and your
the
things.
eagle
Yeah.
can do whatever it wants.
Fish and Wildlife will have a word with you,
can-
and might even cart you away if you
We
do anything
put-
askance to an
We
eagle.
put a net over the top of the pond.
Sure. Now, if the eagle comes
gets
back,
caught in that net, we're in trouble.
I don't know. Are we?
I don't know.
I didn't put it out there in order to entrap an eagle. But if he gets into it, then it's kind of his thing. Am I right? I don't know. Anyway, we'll find out.
So then a few
if
days
we don't
went
show
by-
up for a couple weeks, you'll know what happened. That's what happened. They came and got us. We got an eagle trapped in our pond net.
So then a few days went by, and the fish were so depressed, we got them a fish.
We got them
To cheer them
So
up.
we got them a couple guys
A new fish.
initially named Beavis and Butthead, but then of course we realized today. Their names are Ronnie and Donnie. Now, if you've ever seen Rushmore, those are the two twins that Bill Murray has, and he can't tell them apart because you can't tell them apart. So we've now officially named them Ronnie and Donnie. So they are now Ronnie and Donnie.
We had to pull them out because they went so PTSD. They
so
were attacking the other
PTSD.
fish.
They were trying to figure out the alpha situation, right? And like they're just like pat, 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 pat. They're like, and they're bugging Mr. Fish, which you don't do. That's messing with me, right? Mr. Fish is crippled. I did it. I got to protect the fucker now. Right. So anyway, so the next thing we
I don't
do
think
is
you're allowed to say that.
I did. I crippled the fish. I did it. So anyway, so we take Ronnie and Donnie and we put them in this little doughboy pool, for want of a better term, that we have for such things. See, we're acquiring more equipment. You see, we're acquiring like tanks and pumps and all this shit. Eric, if you had thrown Mr. Fish into the woods, we wouldn't have any of that stuff.
You can't don't just think you're gonna dig a hole and have a pond in your backyard. That's not what happens. It's like you have to do YouTube searches and you have to pressure wash and pump it, but you can't pump all the water out because the fish have to be in their own water. God forbid
exactly
you should
right.
put them in new water because then they'll go into shock and they all need food, but not too much food.
No,
and then they all
they'll
need
overeat,
water,
of course.
oxygen, but
No.
not too much oxygen.
Right.
Okay.
So now the Boom Boom's here. What up,
So
Rachel?
then we got a new fish. His name's Akira.
So then we got a new fish named Akira. Now, Akira is a fucking supermodel, y'all. Like, honest to God, initially, I wanted to name him Big Vinny because I'm like, he's black. He's black and silver, and I thought he was kind of a bouncer. But then I was like, he's so elegant that you almost feel in awe in his presence. You're almost sort of, whoa, oh, wow. I mean, he's honestly the most beautiful fucking fish I've ever seen. He makes me want to be a better person. That's how I feel about Akira.
This new fish.
I gave him the name of one of my favorite film directors. That's how I rolled.
This new fish is a real live Japanese imported fancy.
He has
koi
silver
fish,
fins.
right?
It's like, ooh,
He looks very different than the other koi fish in the pond. That I got from a backyard breeder.
You know, that's what Bob was. That's what Fat Bob was. But we loved Fat Bob, and we tip our 40s to him. So for those of you just joining us, we lost a fish to an eagle. That was what happened. And
Bob
so
is dead.
We're officially fish people. Now. We have a new fish named Akira, who is black and silver and just fucking gorgeous. And then we also have two Shibunkin goldfish named Ronnie and Donnie. That's a reference.
But they're too freaked out to live in the pond because of the eagle attack.
They're completely freaked out.
We got them an aquarium.
We got them an aquarium, but now they're freaked out to be in the aquarium because it's glass. I think they feel vulnerable. There's no place to hide, and so I don't fucking know. Honestly, I'm about to just throw my hands up and be like, listen, ask everything Samamish. Come and get my fish. I don't give a shit.
I don't care. I just want the fish that are in the pond. I'm fine. Right. I'll put a net up. I'll make sure there wasn't another eagle attack. But the rest of the fish, I don't know about their feelings. I don't care.
I don't care. We only have this much room for fish feelings in our lives.
It's a little too involved.
It's funny that you mentioned, Ray. We did get an inflatable pool for them. That is where in fact they live. Yeah.
I ordered a koi holding tank from a place called Play It Koi.
Because of course fish puns.
I don't know.
Yeah, Play It Koi, which is honest to God. I want to tell them, listen, it's Play It Cool. There's no such expression as Play It Koi, and every email from them is loaded with fish puns. Loaded with fish puns. Oh my goodness. It is just it's like the whole thing is just one big dad joke. Kathy says, is there fishy Prozac? By the way, Ange had a funny line earlier that I meant to read. She said, how did you know they were depressed? Were they listening to the Smiths? Yes, they were. They were in their little cave with their headphones on with the door closed. Mom! Nobody understands me. Nobody understands me. And an eagle ate my fucking friend. Yeah. That's what happened there.
I mean, that must have seemed... And by the way, if you want to see the footage, just message me.
If you do want to see the footage, we're not going to show it on the show.
Pretty impressive. I'm not going to show that.
I haven't watched it because it's gruesome and it bums my shit up.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, we have a brand new group, a brand new Facebook group. I believe I've sent it to most of you, unless you are a millennial. And that is, or a boomer, and the group is called Generation X is 50. It is on the Facebooks, and
because you need a place to go in the nighttime when you have your insomnia.
Exactly, because we're in middle age now, and none of us can fucking sleep. So
that's right.
How about that? So we're just kind of asking fun questions. It's basically a place to commiserate about being middle aged. Am I right?
How many hours of sleep did you get last night?
Well, so here's the thing. I actually figured out a chemical combination that knocked me out for 8 fucking hours. It was the greatest sleep I've had in years. Honest to God, I had the best sleep last night that I've had in maybe like 2 years. Unbelievable. Phenomenal.
We experiment with drugs.
Better living.
Not drugs, but drugs.
I hear you get a good night's sleep with ketamine. A dose of that.
Yeah.
So anyway, but please just stroll on over there. We had a couple. Kathy got 9 hours. Good for you, kid.
Oh my gosh, how'd you do that? What's your secret?
Yeah, man, that
I maybe got
makes me a little moist thinking about 9 hours of sleep. I can remember the last time I had that.
I think I got 6.5 last night, maybe 7.
I'm learning to function on a lot less. Are you?
Yeah, I am.
I find that, I used to need.
I feel like I was
8
smarter
to 9
before,
hours.
Though.
Oh, dude, I feel honestly, bam. It's like I feel so fucking stupid when I don't sleep. But what are you gonna do? We're gonna play the game here in a short moment. But a couple of the things. For example, we're talking about over on the Generation X is 50. Pages. Do you remember your first cassette? Now, Bryant mentioned that he actually never bought cassettes. He just had blank cassettes that he would rip albums on that he wanted to listen to in his car. Remember that?
Oh my God! Remember how time-consuming that was? Because you had to wait for or call into the radio station and request the song and then wait for it to come. And then
it was a particularly popular song. Then they'd play their little stinger over it.
Exactly.
Kiss FM.
Yeah, and no, ours was a monkey.
Really?
It was, K-Des.
Did they think somebody was actually going to resell a cassette version of a song someplace? Is that what
is there even a place to do that?
Is there a black market for that?
Yeah.
I have no idea what they were protecting against, but anyway. Kathy's in a new work schedule. She says, Ange got 6.5 hours of sleep because she took Modi to the vet. So I've learned...
Okay, but she's okay, right? Did they x-ray her? What did they do with her?
Got a dog at the vet.
She has a problem where when she turns her little head, she screams.
Oh, no.
She's a screamy problem. It's not good. It sucks when pets are sick.
We wish Dakota the best. Wish Dakota the best. Give her a squeeze for us, but not too hard because I don't want to hurt her.
Okay. Now, Matt says 3 Advil, 2 Benadryl, and 1 melatonin. Now, I don't know if I could do that because then my liver would hate me even more than it does right now.
3 Advil. What does Advil
3
do?
Advil?
Because I've taken the Benadryl, and that doesn't really hold for the whole evening. Shall we start the game?
Sure. Kathy says the new work schedule is helping her get into a more of a routine.
Oh, good.
Benadryl makes me feel hungover. But what does the Advil do?
I don't know.
Does it just handle any inflammation you have going on? Do you just hurt now?
It keeps your kidneys going all night. Is ultimately what it does. It keeps those occupied so they don't bother you. Suzanne says, Mom just moved up here, kind of sucking the life out of me these days.
Oh, gosh. That's great that she moved up here, though, right?
She moved up here? I don't know. But anyway, well, hello to your mom. And I think let's go ahead and start the game.
Okay.
So here we go. Round number 1. Let's play. Ray says the first cassette about was a single of Banned in the USA by Two Live Crew.
Single.
Luke Skywalker and the Two Live
Ooh,
Crew.
one of my first cassettes for my car. You know, like the first inaugural car cassette.
Of
right?
course. Yeah,
I bought the Smiths, and I bought The Alarm.
Very good.
Yeah, and I listened to it every day.
68 guns will never
Not to feel the rain in the summertime.
Well, they were basically Wales' answer to U2. And apparently nobody answered back. Like 2 singles, they went away. Okay, when Laurel and Stefan inevitably get another goddamn fish, they should name it blank. When Stefan and Lori inevitably get another fish, which certainly they will, they should name it blank. Oh, your Advil triggers your asthma. That's not good. That's not good at all. Benadryl when the neighbor's smoke hits. You got a smoky neighbor. That's no good. Honestly, we used to smoke in our apartment in New York, and I'm sorry to all my neighbors who did not smoke because
Pin it.
Temporary. My dad says, yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah. Yep.
Eagle food.
Sushi bar. Bottom feeder. Let's see. Beaver Cube, Von Cox III. That's good. Slender Bob. Skinny Bob. Okay, there we've had our first only moment of the night. Temporary. Okay. Baldy.
One of our friends said proposed a lot of like rapper names for the new fish.
Oh, I love it.
Like
Carpi
Ludafish.
Ludafish. Yeah.
Carpi B.
Well, so the ones that we have. So
Atlantis minnow set.
We didn't even mention the fact that we got a bunch of little revenge fish for the 2 Shibunkin who were bothering Mr. Fish. So Laura went and got a little a bag of like 39-cent a piece goldfish, which we now have. And there's one that's an orange one, which we've named Not Bob because he's not Bob.
We have too many fish now. It's a problem.
There's Carpi B. Or is it Ludafish? No, we named Ludafish. And then there are 3 little guys, which, although they are not, we call them the Beastie Kois.
It is a miracle if they're alive in the morning, okay? I don't even know. Like, they're just extra fish.
Polly Walnuts, Eagle-Eyed Cherry, Skinny Bob.
Carpi West.
Carpi West. That's good. I like that. Carpi West is good.
Fish Polly Walnuts.
Fish Eye. Oh, my God. Let's see. I'm going to go, I think I'm going to go, the Swedish fish. Says Kathy. Let's go with my dad with the prairie.
I knew you were gonna say that. I would have been too.
That was very funny. So listen, y'all. Looks like Elon Musk isn't going to buy Twitter after all. Here, you decide. That makes me feel blank. Looks like Elon Musk isn't going to buy Twitter after all. That makes me blank. Yeah, you decide how you feel about it. I don't know. So here's the thing. Now, my sources say that Republican operatives were actually really upset when they found out that he was going to buy this and let Trump back on, because they're like, Trump's ratings are higher than they've ever been, higher than they ever were when he was on Twitter, and they were worried that once he got back on Twitter, people would remember, oh, he's a fucking asshole. And so I was kind of
we're canceled.
I was kind of looking. Oh, geez, if saying shit about Trump on this show was tantamount to us getting canceled. We was getting canceled a long time ago.
That makes me feel all twittery inside.
Nice, love that. Yeah. So, hey, Walter's Hill. Here, how you doing, bud? So yeah, I was kind of like. I was torn because I was like, if he gets back on Twitter, certainly Susan Glicksberg, hello.
Oh, hi. Makes me feel like fish food.
If he's back on Twitter, then we know that, with, like, his ratings will most likely plummet. People will remember what a fucking asshole he is. Maybe it'll actually impact the midterm election. Who knows? It could go either way, though. It could go either way. Because, yeah. So, anyway, but let's be clear about one thing, and let's get this very clear. Elon Musk is an asshole. Oh, my God.
He is.
I fucking hate that guy. Hate that
Somebody
guy.
say something to make me stop wanting a Tesla. It's like I know, it's an abusive relationship.
We've got a whole lot of, I could give less than 2 shits going on there. A lot of people not caring. You're judging this round. We've got ambivalent, all Twittery inside, not give a rat's ass, feel absolutely nothing, ecstatic, don't care, like buying Truth Social. Oh, somebody should. That'd be great. Trump wants you to. It would be a miracle if somebody actually bought something that Trump had for once and that didn't like go tits up, you know?
What's his, what would be his exit price for Truth Social? Give me $20. I can say I did it.
I want $3 billion.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, wait.
I'm going to give it to Angela with all Twittery inside.
Yeah, I thought that was a good one. Yeah, he's claiming that he read something. He read an article about too many bots on Twitter. I'm like, listen, we all know, if you don't want to buy it, just say so. It's almost like, you know, I think my throat's a little scratchy tonight. I think I'm going to make it. I'd love to, but I really don't want to get around you and potentially
you're
make you
just
sick.
hearing that Twitter has bots? Is that what you're saying, Elon Musk? Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Was that some of the due diligence you did before making the offer?
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Here we go. In response, now y'all know that Ron DeSantis has slapped a bunch of sanctions on the Disney company because the CEO actually spoke out against what Ron DeSantis was doing, counter to basically human rights, transgender rights, gay rights, things like that. And so in response to DeSantis' sanctions, Disney created a new ride. It's called Blank. In response to DeSantis' sanctions, Disney has created a new ride, Disney World. Ride it today. It's called Blank. Ripple's comment is pinned, by the way. It is?
Oh.
Is it? That's really funny. Oh, I could. There we go. Yeah, now I've done it. Death Mountain.
Oh, did I pin it?
I don't know. Odd. Curious. Anyway, so Ron DeSantis is like, he's trying so gosh darn hard to be evil. Like, he's really working hard at it. Am I right?
He's a big asshole after all.
He's a big asshole after all. He's just, honest to God, Trump doesn't have to try, dude, right? Trump is just born an asshole, and DeSantis, he's working at it. You can tell. He's actually trying to do things that are shitty.
Trump's been practicing for a long time.
Trump has been practicing his entire, you can't catch up. Although
things are working out fine for him.
I do get the impression that DeSantis was the kind of guy who's like, you know, in the dorm room, the guy who comes over, you guys turn the music down. Come on.
Oh, that was Matt Gaetz, too.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Mr. Fascist Wild Ride. Oh, yes. Oh, my friend. Oh, that is the one to beat. Journey through the land of tax evasion. It's a small world. DeSantis' glory hole. It's a big asshole after all. These are phenomenal. I love these. We'll wait for just a couple more to see if there are any more coming in. Mickey's, oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
All right. Yeah, that'll get us canceled. There we go. Hello.
Too goofy.
Too goofy. Yeah, exactly. I didn't say she was crazy, by the way. I didn't say that. I didn't say she was crazy. DeSantis' Pride Tutu World.
Pirates of the Human Rights. That's
Hang on. DeSantis' Pride Tutu World. Oh my God.
What
that
does
is
that
so
even
fucking
mean?
random.
So absurd.
I'm giving it to that.
I love it.
You managed to beat. Ray had it. Ray absolutely had it.
I think that might be a typo, but I love it.
Bob had it with Mr. Fascist's Wild Ride, but I love DeSantis' Pride Tutu World.
I don't even know what that is. I love it so much.
It's phenomenal. It's a land of tutus and gay pride. And it's just like, and DeSantis lives there, apparently.
I'm going to just have to give a special award just for that answer.
Oh, God, that was a fucking brilliant answer. I love that. So, listen, we've been thinking about this a lot on the podcast. the podcast that I do, of course, political for progressives. What do we get?
I just made myself laugh because I just had the thought, whoever wins this week gets a fish.
Oh, yeah.
Would you like a fish? Mm-hmm. I'll bring a fish to your house tomorrow.
You get a fish. Yeah. You can
Winner!
have a fish.
Fish.
So there you go. Yeah. If you live locally, careful. You may not want to win tonight. Might want to handicap yourself.
I'm bringing
a
fish to your house.
Otherwise, you might want to fish.
Yeah.
So anyway, we've been talking a lot about messaging on the podcast, and really the best way to message to voters to get them to fucking vote this year, and to recognize the fact that perhaps our democracy and even our basic fundamental rights are on the line. So here we go. The best way to get apathetic people to vote this year in this year's midterm election is blank. The best way to get apathetic people to vote in this year's midterm election, and boy oh boy, are there going to be a lot of them. Cattle prod? What do you think? What's the best technique here, gang? Clue me in, and I'll do it. I'll do it. The best way to get apathetic people to vote in this year's midterm election is blank. Fish, I just quit playing. Oh, yeah, my dad, he doesn't want the fish, so, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he didn't want any fucking fish in his house.
Jim and Jan, I could come over to your house and dig a hole.
A pond that will make you...
I could make a pond at your house tomorrow.
Kirsten Hinton's here.
Yeah. Oh, hi.
Promising 8 hours of sleep. Were you here for the earlier discussion about sleep? Oh my God.
How many hours of sleep did everyone get last night?
Kathy was talking about having 9, and I swear I got a little moist. Oh my God, that was incredible.
When was the last time you got 9 hours of sleep?
I don't even remember. I managed to get 8 hours last night, but I took a fistful of drugs.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't have. But boy, it was time. Like it was getting to the point where I was banging into walls. I was not functioning at all anymore. I'm like, well.
Oh, Jan Cox, you need a pond.
Oh yes, you need a pond.
Oh, I'll make a pond in your backyard.
A year's supply of blowing a mixtape. Yeah, there you go. Okay, this is great. Kirsten, honestly, how do we get fucking people to vote this year? How do we do it?
She wants you to stop saying moist.
I did. Yeah. So, but honest to God, so we're talking about the podcast. We're talking
Can't
about
control
Indivisible.
him. He says what he wants.
Yeah, he's gonna say what he wants. We're just trying to figure out how the fuck to get apathetic bastards to vote. Maybe I'll say, listen, I'm going to say the worst word in the English language over and over repeatedly, unless you turn in your fucking ballot. Could it be any easier here in Washington State? By the way, could not be easier. Like, honestly, are you expecting us to drive you to? Love of God.
Package of Necco wafers and a copy of Jet magazine.
Are you? I think you're judging this one.
My gosh.
Okay.
Let's
8
see.
hours sleep. Give them a payday off. Send the unemployment check. Tacos, says Ray.
Tacos, that's fine.
Let's see.
Send them an unemployment check.
Threaten them with eagles and down the bent. Tickle their behind. Okay. Back in oh boy. Let's see. Give them some viable candidates. I'm
going with Kirsten with promise them 8 hours of sleep.
Yeah, I like that.
Also, Kirsten, I don't know if you've joined us recently, but if you win tonight, you get a fish.
You get a fish. Yeah, you get a fish. Yeah.
We're giving away a fish, a live fish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So now we have, I think, what can only be described as a swarm of hummingbirds now. It's basically, Laura here is Tippi Hedren, with the hummingbirds. I don't know why we have this nectar that they seem to absolutely adore, and
it's called Hummers Galore.
It's called Hummers Galore, and the people who make it have spelled it wrong. They spelled Hummers 'S. So it's the whole thing is very low rent. However, they seem to love this shit. I don't exactly know why. And Laura is becoming, in addition to a fish person, she's becoming a crazy hummingbird lady, and the hummingbirds only keep coming because they love Laura's blank.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. So here's the thing. This is absolutely true. Apparently, hummingbirds do recognize humans. They come to recognize certain humans, and they have come to recognize her. And when those feeders run out, they basically they hover in front of the window and like, hey.
They bully me. They will find me wherever I am in the house, because the house is all windows, right?
Yeah.
They'll find me and hover there like, you replace that food right now.
Exactly.
I have to replace that food like at least once a day, if not twice a day.
So we've got 3 gardens. So now we're having an only moment here. An only moment. Trademark. Your tasty muffins. Your well-tended garden.
Laura's pond.
People tend your gardens. Honestly, do. I mean, listen, nobody likes an unkempt garden. Am I right?
Ginger juice.
Oh, boy. Listen, I apologize. I knew it was going to go a little blue.
Why did you do this to me?
I figured it was going to go a little blue. I do apologize.
Well, it's been a few weeks since we discussed my wet hole. So.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
and I'm referring to a hole in the backyard that has a sump pump in it because we solved a groundwater problem in the backyard.
That's exactly right. Yes,
That's
we did.
Right.
So the deck was filling up with water. We had to dig a hole.
There's really a hole in the backyard.
It's an event. With water. It's what was the from?
It's a work in progress.
Don DeLillo's white noise was a airborne toxic event.
That's right.
It was initially a feathery plume. Fabulous red Rapunzel hair. Thank you, Bob. I'm actually I'm tempted to give it to somebody who gave a non-sexual answer, and Bob has just offered one. So I think I'm going to give it to Bob for this round. Thank you, sir.
Oh my God.
All right, so there we go.
Okay. Pin it.
Deft Hummer juice
mixology
you never pinned technique. I never did. Your tasty fish. All right. Well, Bob gets that round. Nicely done. Very good. Here we go. Now listen.
Pin it. No, skip it.
Yeah, skip it. Yeah, all done. Sure, Frankenstein and Dracula are scary, but you know who's really scary? Blank. Sure, Frankula and Drakenstein. Frankula and Drakenstein are scary, but you know who's really scary? Blank. Fruity Garden Nectar. Dracula and Frankenstein, super scary. My dad says is one of the scariest films that he's ever seen was the original Dracula. Has anybody, Frankenstein rather, anybody seen that?
Is that because he hadn't seen a lot of films though?
I think he was a young boy. He watched it on Creature Feature one night and then, yeah.
Although, one of the scariest films I've ever seen was The Exorcist, and I saw that when I was 13.
Now listen.
And I had never seen a scarier film, nor have I ever seen a scarier film That was the scariest thing I've ever seen.
I don't know if there is a scarier film. Even today, I don't think anybody's made a more frightening film, honestly, than the original Exorcist. That was
by the way,
terrifying.
whose grandma allowed me to watch The Exorcist?
We were Doug Fisher.
My friend's grandma was like, "Here, watch it. Go ahead and watch this, kids."
My buddy Doug Fisher, his parents were like, his parents were two bags of I don't give a shit in human form. That's what they were.
Exactly.
Honestly, it's like the kids were just feral, basically. And so we had a VCR and like a TV.
Walter said Pete Davidson.
That's funny.
He's like a combination of Frankenstein and Dracula.
He kind of is.
Yeah.
So we're watching The Exorcist on this tiny little black and white TV, which honestly made it even more terrifying. It was a VCR watching The Exorcist on a little black and white TV.
I'm really scared of that movie because I feel like that really happened, right? Or is that based on a true story?
No, it isn't, but it could be. So we got Alito, Kanye West, Trumpenstein. Yeah, Trumpenstein. Trumpensantistein. There we go.
Nice.
Dr. Oz, Matt Gaetz, the GOP's 300 frozen golds of DeSantis, an angry mom. She's the radical. Susan, I'm so glad you're still here, my friend. It's so nice to see you here. Eagles, Pete Davidson, Cujo, a specter of America on November 6, 2024. If we don't fix it fast, exactly. Vote. My image reflected in the front-facing camera. Jesus.
Kathy gets that point because,
oh
my God.
Why, honestly, this is not our friend. Remember when we were kids and we were like, listen, it's going to be so awesome one day when we have, phones that have you can actually see the person you're talking to. Like Dick Tracy with the watch and the whole fucking thing. Like, no, it's not. No, it's not. It would have been great back then because you don't look like shit.
It would have been great back then because if you look down, you don't look like your face is sliding forward into eternity. Come on.
No, it's the worst. It is absolutely
Scott, you're right. Amber Heard is scary.
She is terrifying. Okay, here we go. I know I was riffing on this the other day. Just the whitest things that one can say.
She is scary in so many ways. Sorry, go ahead.
She's
Depp versus Heard. I'm obsessed.
She's not well. She's not well. Okay, so here we go. I was just riffing on just the whitest sayings, and part of it is because I did a white rap recently for a song. Whitest guy in the world says what? Whitest guy in the world says blank. Whitest guy in the world says blank. Oh my goodness. Let's out-white ourselves here, shall we?
Can I pin it? Oh, I bet I can.
Did it. Did it. Yeah, take a FaceTime photo. Oh my God. I just listen, I don't love how I look on camera here. We're doing this. I mean, here we are. We're on camera. It's working out, I suppose, but I try to look in the monitor as little as possible, honestly. Let's see. College, Bob said, I really like hot dogs with just ketchup. Yeah, that is super white. Mayonnaise. Anything with fries with mayonnaise. Yeah, the whitest guy in the world is what? Racist. What?
Racist what?
Yeah. What is up, my dudes? Well, hey, what is up, my dudes? All right, then. Laura was whiter. Uh-oh. Yeah.
Oh, no. Are you trying to get into white contest with me, Jim?
Oh, yeah. Show your legs, dude.
Come on.
Show your legs. Bob
Show
says,
us your legs.
In college, he saw The Exorcist, and Miss Texas walked in next to me and dug her nails in my leg. True story. Wow.
I mean, that's a good thing.
Kind of hot. Yeah. Can you cut off the crust?
You have a pretty mouth.
Broski, give me a brewski. Oh my God, this is great. I probably could just let this one roll all night. Mm-hmm.
What is up, my dudes?
What is up, my dudes? That's the one to beat. That is definitely the one to beat at this point.
Living the dream. They all say live in the dream, right?
I don't know.
We used to live next door to the whitest dude in the world.
Which one?
He had a cocaine problem.
Oh, that fucking guy.
Oh, man.
Ira.
Well, he might be watching.
Oh, yeah.
I doubt it.
Hi, Ira.
Hi, Ira.
Hi, nice to see you, fuckhead. Mr. Coke Party until
racist.
5 in the morning.
He was racist Coke Party
So
guy.
racist.
Oh, my God.
Wow. So racist.
Oh, he had so many things going for him.
God damn. So racist.
Once when I had the flu, I breathed on his doorknob.
I thought you spit on it.
I did spit on
Yeah,
it.
you did. Yeah. Let's tell the truth. Okay, I'm going to give it to Walter for what is up, my dudes? That is awesome. Okay, here we go. So now I'm going to break out one of my old impressions, and I haven't done this one in a while. Let's see if I still got this one. Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my blank. There you go. Of course, we all remember growing up with Rocky and Bullwinkle. But that trick will never work. Oh, God bless June Foray, Bob. By the way, wasn't she the loveliest? Oh, she was so lovely. I got to meet her once, and it was a dream come true. I honestly, I wanted to be a voice actor from watching Rocky and Bullwinkle when I was a kid. Did you know that William Conrad was the narrator on that? he was the one who in the interstitial says, next time on such and such and such and such, or The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. That was fucking William Conrad. Yeah, before he got all super duper fat. That was an incredible show. It was very subversive, actually, very subtly subversive, not for kids at all. I remember watching that when I was a kid and thinking, I'm going to get that joke later, right?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to get that joke now. Yeah.
Or do you remember thinking that about song lyrics? Like, I'm not sure what this means. What's revved up like a douchen mean? I'm just going to sing it anyway.
Kirsten, we just talking on the Gen X's 50 site today about that line in Greece, or maybe that was K-Netic Younger. I was talking about there was that line in Greece that we were all like, when we were kids, like, the chicks will cream for Grease Lightning. We didn't know what that meant. I had no idea what that meant at the time. I'm like,
Why was that on the radio?
I don't know. I have no idea. They let
How are we alive right now?
I don't know. Out of my Pee Wee Herman, out of your pretty mouth. My Wuhan Tijuana, 2 Girlfriends Cup, specialty toy box, pot on my stove, Glenn Close. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All your bunnies.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm so surprised she worked again after that. She was really frightening.
So evil.
Really scary.
So darkly evil in that. Yes. Amber Heard levels of evil, I think, at that point. This is your round to judge. Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my blank. Basket of lotion.
I'm going with Matt with pot on my stove.
All right, there you go. Nice. Nice to know, Bob. Okay, well, let's, what do we got here? But let's rhyme, shall we? Or, I don't know. We don't have to.
Are you going to make them write some raps?
Yeah,
Spit some rhymes?
You gonna spit bars? You want to spit bars with me, yo? All right, let's do it. That was the whitest thing ever, right? What I just did there, spit bars, I went like this. Yeah. White.
What is up, my dudes?
What is up, my dudes? Roses are red, violets are blue. I've got blank, and it's just for you.
Oh, boy.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I've got blank, and it's all for you. Yep. Eric's 18 inches. This is one of those Eric's 18 inches answers, and I knew it when I wrote it. I'm like, it had to work. Some of them are
They're
birds.
out at a birthday party. Do you think they miss us right now?
Yeah,
you
they
think
do.
they're wondering what we're doing right now?
Yeah, they do. They're absolutely wondering what, like, damn, whatever they're doing right now is not as fun as this. That's what I can guarantee you. We're having more fun here on the only show tonight, right?
Absolutely, I'm saying.
I had to check in, make sure that was right.
We're your once a week fun, that like we're your once a week social thing that you do, right?
Absolutely, yes, yeah. And here we are, being social together. All right, here we go.
I feel like the answer is chlamydia, right? I've got chlamydia,
and it's all for you. Roses are red, violets are blue. I've got blank, and it's all for you. An eagle and handcuffs in the back of my trunk.
Oh boy,
it's all for you.
And you're going to prison, not jail, prison.
Yeah, no, that's it. Honestly, it isn't jail. If you fuck with an eagle, you're not going to jail. It's prison.
Can I get anything?
No, I think I'm good. Actually, I'll take one more beer. Okay. Why not? The crabs, the COVID, dual genitalia. That occurs occasionally, I'm told. You get the X's and Y's mixed up in the old chromosome tree. Why you can pop out with, both genders' downtown arrangements, as it were. Yeah, a disease that is still not named, says Rapel. Thinking about perhaps doing a music show following the show tonight here, if anybody's interested. Now, it'll be rough. I'm just going to let you know right now, I have not been playing anything other than my own music. And I will tell you this, when I'm making my own music, I don't even bother to learn the fucking songs. Like, if you were to say, hey, could you play such and such? Play Mystery Fish. I'm like, no, sorry. Again, I don't remember how to do that. I play it once, and that's about it. Susan says the next variant, a mask, a mega pint, hoof and mouth disease. Roses are red, violets are blue. I've got menudo, and it's all for you. By the way, anybody ever tried menudo? Anybody actually tried it? I believe it's tripe soup.
Is that rice and beans?
It's a tripe soup, and it's supposed to be pretty good. A demonic possession, and it's all for you, Damien. The wax off. A mega pint, a mask, the next variant, hoof and mouth disease, a ballot, an invoice for a lawyer with 2 kinds of flowers.
I'm wearing a mask forever. I just want to let you all know.
Listen, and it's honestly,
no offense
whatever you want to do
against the people of Costco.
Whatever you all want to do.
But I just noticed after 2 years of the plague that people are gross. I don't want their cooties near my face.
I'm going to give it to Walter for dual genitalia. That's a surprising and clever answer.
That's right up to the border.
Yeah, exactly.
Of being canceled.
Well, listen, we do it all the time, do we not? We do it.
Oh, no, we go over the border.
So Bob and I are still obsessed with Wordle, and my mom actually got it in 2, and boy, oh boy, is that satisfying. Kirsten got it in 1. one time, y'all. That was crazy. And the word was cynic.
Now, do you start with the same word every day?
I start with the same word every day because it makes it easier for me to kind of remember the patterns and things like that. Because
doesn't that just feel like a little failure every day, though?
No, it's fucking great. I've only failed once. I've only failed once.
Depressed people
and
can't
the word
play
was
Wordle.
foyer. Did anybody else bite it on foyer? Oh my God! Did not expect that. Did not see that one coming. Anyway, Wordle stumped everyone today. Wordle stumped everyone with today's 5-letter word, blank. Cynic was, Kristen got on the first round. I almost didn't get that one. Wordle stumped everyone today with today's 5-letter word, blank. Have fun with it. I did. I'm like, that is 5 letters.
I had a friend get it in the first guess when it was moist.
Hello. Gross. Gross. That is a terrible, terrible word, by the way. My mom got foyer. Good for you.
Kirsten hates it, at least. So.
Well, most people do. Putsy, says Ray. All right, like that. Stumped everyone with today's 5-letter word, ennui. And that is establishmentarianism. Yep. That's exactly right.
Ennui, that's the burden of too much choice.
Stump. The burden of too much choice. Bam. Just ask Camus. Mm-hmm.
My leg hurts for some reason. I don't know.
Because we're middle-aged.
I'm old.
We're old.
There's no reason for it.
I'm old.
It's not like I ran a marathon yesterday or anything. Oh no, my muscles hurt because of activity. Nope, just hurts because of sleeping.
Zizix, says Ange. Lucid, says Scott. Nobody's gonna. There's no spoilers for today's. In fact, I don't even remember what today's was. I did it, but I can never remember. And people will be like, "Oh, I got it in such and such number of words," and I have to go back and look. And I'm like, "Did I? How many did it take me?" I honestly, it's like I see it, I finish it, done. It's as if my memory is just wiped clean, like Will Smith's pen. Everything having to do with Will Smith is different now, is it not?
Isn't it?
Everything having to do with him
I heard that
is
song
different now.
Summertime, which is from like 25, 20, 30 years ago or something.
Yeah.
Different.
Totally different. Totally. Okay, I'm giving it to...
Take my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm giving it to Kirsten for uteri. Like that. That's good.
Funny.
Uteri. Uteri.
I lost my pen. I lost my pen.
You. Here you go.
911.
Say it together. Say it together. Naturally. Okay, here we go. Moving on.
Oh, Kirsten, you are so close to getting a fish.
Oh, boy. You don't even know how close you are to landing yourself a fish.
You want a fish? Do you have a pond in your backyard? Anyone want a fish?
Anybody want a fish?
We got a fish.
You don't even have to win this game.
It doesn't want to live here.
You don't even have to win this game. You can have a fish if you live in the area. Here we go. Oh, Ray, is that Cyrillic? I believe it is. Fuzz, what did Ray just say there? Okay, my special skin regimen, by the way, so special. Don't I look Daisy Fresh?
You have special
Dewy
skin
fresh,
cream.
Everything. Oh, I do, because I have rosacea, so it is a 10% vitamin C skin cream, and it keeps me free of rosacea. Very, very, very nice. Kirsten says she lives near a lake. We do too. Yeah, I'm told don't do that, but anyway. My special skin regimen, plenty of water, moisturizer, and blank. My special skin regimen, plenty of water, moisturizer, and blank. Yeah. So I don't know what it is about the vitamin C cream, but boy, it's fantastic. I was...
What it is that it's expensive and fancy.
It's very expensive. It's very expensive.
Your skin cream costs more than mine.
I am very, very high maintenance. Have you met me? I'm very high maintenance. I take special skin cream. Listen, I come with a manual. Right. You know, you have to. It's care and feeding and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
it.
Okay.
Of course, my Botox costs more than yours because you don't get Botox. So
there you go.
So
yeah,
there you go.
That is a fact. Okay.
It's not like I'm, outing myself. I haven't moved my forehead in 13 years.
There you go. Nice.
Come on.
I
come from a wrinkly family. Don't hate. Don't come for me.
Placenta lotion, says my mom. That's very funny. I like that. That's made from
staying the fuck inside.
Pureed foreskins. There it is. Let's see. Staying the fuck inside. I like that. Let's see. Dildo afterglow. Sure. Yeah. If my mom were judging, that would be a fine pander.
Okay. Right. Speaking of that, I just want to take a little poll to see if everybody likes the thing where we judge, or if you guys want to go back to judging. I want to hear it.
Sure. Yeah. Let us know. I mean, listen. We are nothing if not malleable.
And you're like, sure. I'm not going to go back. But...
Not going to go back. We're happy to hear. We're happy to hear whatever it is.
He's happy to hear your opinion. He won't take it. But
conservative tears. Oh, yes. Please. MAGA tears. Oh, boy. I could bathe in that. Fucking
avocado toast actually is really good.
It's tasty.
I'm sorry. It's
good. Good job. Good job, millennials.
Good job, hipsters.
Yeah. Nice job. We like it. Like you judging things move. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Bob. Excuse me, totally agreed. So I'm going to give it to my mom for Placenta Lotion. I thought that was really phenomenal. By the way, a phenomenal band out of Brooklyn, Placenta Lotion. They opened for Parquet Courts. I saw them at... I was going to mention the name of a club, and then
you judge.
Mercury Lounge. That was what I was going to go with. Okay, here we go. Let's do this one. I don't know why this is a two-parter. This one made me laugh. Okay.
Jan has 2 points.
Give it to me straight, Doc. Don't blow blank up my blank.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Give it to me straight. Don't blow blank up my blank. You know, sunshine up my ass. Let's see what we can do with this. Give it to me straight. Don't blow blank up my blank. We're having fun. You having fun? You're having fun.
I'm having fun.
I'm having fun. Yeah. This is the fun.
You know who's not having fun?
The fucking fish,
that
man.
Fish outside.
Donnie.
He's stressing me out. He's giving me a vibe.
Boy, he is so fucking stressed.
I'm going to take those 2 fish over to your parents' house.
I think he feels like another eagle is coming, right? Because he's just like, we put him in the tank, and he's not having it. Not having it. He's
stressing me out.
Very, very stressed, yeah. COVID knows Bob's having fun. Musk up my Elon. Don't blow musk up my Elon. That's nice. I like that. That's actually very good.
Fish are supposed to be calming.
Don't blow ham up my hamster hole. Chili powder up my peephole. Oh boy. Oh boy.
And did you solve that grill rat problem?
Oh, the grill rat. Yeah.
Ange and Fuzz have a rat in their grill.
Don't blow COVID up my nose. Let's see. Don't blow lies up my ears. Yep. These are great.
Chili powder up my pee hole.
Up my pee hole.
Or Afrin up my pee hole.
Or apparently Afrin.
Yeah. We covered that last week.
We did.
Someone blew Afrin up their pee hole.
Tell me you're 19 without telling me you're 19. Yeah.
And apparently it caused erectile dysfunction.
You don't say.
Surprise, surprise. It's not good for you to blow nasal spray up your pee hole.
Yeah. Now, but at the very least, his cock isn't congested anymore. Yes.
At the very least, he wasn't able to pass on his idiot genes for that night, at least.
TP up my bunghole. Cornholio, ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
And cornholio. Don't blow sperm up my vagina.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Oh my God, don't do that.
Don't do that.
For the love of God, don't do that. Okay, so you're judging this round. Who had the funniest response?
Don't blow up my colon.
That's funny. Let's see, which apparently is a way for it to absorb. You can kind of put it up the old bunghole and have a good old party.
I'm going with Ange with ham up my hamster hole.
Ham up the hamster hole.
Because it's alliterative.
It is. We love alliteration here on The Only Show tonight. So
throw in a fish pun and I'm all in.
Exactly.
You guys want a fish?
You want a fish?
I'll bring it down tomorrow.
You want a fish? We got a fish for you.
You want a fish pound?
We got a fish.
To add to the grill rat? Yeah.
There is a fellow who works at our local drugstore who constantly sounds surprised. And you just, the way that you said that just reminded me of Brian. His name is Brian. He's a gentle giant. He could play Lenny or George. Lenny or George, which is the big one.
Do you guys have anybody like this in your life? There's a cashier, a person.
He kind of talks like this.
Every time he asks you a question, it sounds like the first time he's ever asked that question.
And we see him all day. We go, "Hey, Brian, how's it going?" "Oh, yeah, hi."
"Oh, hey."
And he's ringing us up. He goes,
"You got a writing card?"
You got a writing card? Every time, Brian. Every gosh darn time. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. We find this endlessly hilarious.
Writing card?
Sticks and stones will break my bones.
Nobody thinks we're funny but us.
Will never hurt me. I think you're fucking hilarious, honey, and that's all that matters.
You get a fish, and you get everybody gets a fish. We got
Sticks and stones will break my bones, but blank will never hurt me.
We got a fish surplus right now. We're giving away fish.
Wasn't George the rat? Yeah, Lenny was the big guy, right? So yeah, he just looks like he could play Lenny in a local community theater production of Mice and Men. Well, tell us again. Tell me again about weed, George.
Do you got a writing card?
You got a writing card? You got a writing card? Wordle will never hurt me. Yeah. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but blank will never hurt me. Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay,
yes,
so
ma'am.
Here's the other news of the week.
Okay.
Our good friend in New York.
Oh, this is crazy. Yeah, you did.
This is so nice, and so made my whole day.
Yeah.
So our friend in New York sends me this message yesterday.
Sweetest guy in the world.
Or a couple of days ago. Hey, my kids love koi, and what's your address? We're gonna send you some koi, and I think he means
because he heard that we had lost
our
fish.
The little kids are gonna the koi is dead, so they're gonna draw some pictures or get us a koi. Whatever.
That's what I thought. Right.
He calls me today and he says, "Hey, that address you gave me is a P.O. box. I can't send live fish to that." And I'm like, hold up.
Needle off the record.
He goes, "I called a guy at Next Day Koi.
Which apparently is a thing.
And I'm like,
did you know? Of course,
what?
I didn't know. Yeah.
And he goes, I was going to send you some fish to replace the fish that got killed. And I'm like, oh my God, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me this whole week.
It's so incredibly sweet that he and his kids were going to do that. And I'm like, honestly, it's the thought that counts.
He said,
but
the guy at Next Day Koi says he can't guarantee the fish will be
alive.
And I'm like, oh.
So basically,
I don't want to get dead fish in the mail.
Here are 3,
as a memorial
4
for my
or 5 dead fish for the fish that you just lost. Okay, there you go. Thanks.
Jen, it was Juber.
It was Juber. I know. It was our buddy Juber. Peanut butter will never hurt me. Edibles will never hurt me. Oh, edibles will hurt you. Oh, fucking hell. Edibles are the things that will hurt you. Am I right? Like, oh, I don't feel anything. I don't feel anything. Oh, and then all of a sudden, whoa. Time has stopped.
No. We have some edibles in a cabinet that we are afraid
fish
to open.
And edibles. Kids,
we're afraid to open them.
Have some fish and edibles. Come on over. Honestly, it's just a bonanza over here of treats
Kathy,
for people who would like them.
Enum Claw will hurt you.
K-pop is fucking awesome. Honest to God, I started listening to BTS because
not BTK.
Not BTK.
BTS.
Because I have something on my Pandora workout or whatever, and I'm just like, I try to listen to what the kids are listening to, keep up with the pop,
What is on your workout playlist? Can you read it to us?
Honestly, I can't because it's on Pandora, so it just pops up. Whatever comes up is whatever comes up. And so there's like Dua Lipa and fucking Miley Cyrus and Justin Bieber. And then BTS comes on, smooth like butter, like no other. I'm like, holy shit, I hear why these guys are so fucking popular. That song is a banger. Holy shit. That song is amazing. An amazing fucking song. I played that for you, and you're like, yeah, I see why they're so popular.
I see it.
That's a great fucking song. Yeah. Love me some K-pop. Or at the very least, I love that song. I really listen to the rest of them. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but blank will never hurt me. Let's see. We've got Blowy. Jeans 3 sizes too small. Lotion.
I'm
lube.
giving it to Kathy for Enum Claw.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right.
Oh, wait. Did I judge your last one?
It doesn't matter. I'll take the next one.
You go ahead. You go ahead.
No big deal.
I take Kathy's point back.
Oh, no. Go ahead and give it to You can't do that. You gotta give it to Kathy for sure. Okay, so here we go. We are at round number 14. Is this true?
You judge the next two.
I will.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. Here we go. Is this 14 or 15?
This is 14.
14. We're going to come in right on time. Boy, oh boy, have we managed the clock well or what? We're really good at this shit. All right, here we go. When the going gets tough, the tough get blank. When the going gets tough, I'm just going all aphorisms all the time now here on the show. When the going gets tough, the tough get blank. Well, whatever comes up, that's what she said.
When the going gets tough.
Billy Ocean.
Oh yeah.
What happened to that guy? William Ocean.
Leslie.
Jamaican, I believe.
What was his real name? Leslie something.
Good call. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah,
that totally sounds right. What? Anybody know without looking what Billy Ocean's real name was? Anybody tell us? Let's see. The Tough Get Eaten. Oh yeah. In the closet. The Tough Get in the closet. Under the covers. Yeah. An extended car warranty from some rando on the phone. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Oh, I should answer this. Oh my God, it's coming from my very area code. Why? It must be somebody I know. Hello. Who's this, please? The ones that I love are the messages in Mandarin. Like they're rolling the dice, right? How many people do they actually get who actually speak Mandarin? Am I right? Maybe they're just, I don't know. It's probably an area code specific thing, but yeah, it seems to me...
It must work or they wouldn't do it.
That's what I was just going to say. It seems to me that there's a percentage of this which does work or they simply wouldn't do it anymore.
No,
right?
I'm with you. I think that's your thought process, right? Yep. Like it must work or they would stop doing it.
So if like 1% of people would just simply stop answering those things, they'd go away.
Right.
So 1% of assholes, and we know who you are. We know who you are.
The tough get a blow-up doll.
Yeah, exactly. A gig job.
The tough get nothing.
A big fat blunt. Next day koi. Nice job, Rachel. Underappreciated.
What would have happened? Can you imagine? I'd be so scared of the mail.
The tough by Twitter. That's very funny.
How does a koi come to your house?
I have no idea. Let's see. I really like next day koi. I'm gonna give it to Rachel. That's very good. All right, round number 15. Here we go. We are coming in for a landing here. Here we go. Weird flex, bro, but my secret skill is blank. Weird flex, but my secret skill is blank. Time management apparently is mine tonight. Doing well. Doing very, very well on the time management thing. Weird flex, but my secret skill is blank. By the way, I like flex. There's certain Zoomer slang
Pin it.
that I'm just picking up. Although the people that I know,
Oh my God, they're horrified by us.
who I know, it's fucking phenomenal.
It's like our parents saying "rad."
When I went to this music conference, the songwriter conference,
They say
it's
fire
too
too
much.
much.
They say fire too much.
Yeah.
Way too much. Everything is fire.
much.
This is fire. That's fire.
That's fire. That's
Oh,
fire.
Okay.
That's fire.
That's enough. That's it. We get it. We get it.
Local fry fire.
Yeah.
Like, do you know that if you use that word too much, it cancels itself out?
Kind of does. Sort of
It's-
loses all of its
stop it.
currency.
Stop it.
doesn't Yeah.
I don't hear you. I don't hear you saying fire.
Kathy says having 12 chins in
Oh
photos.
my God! Every photo. I have issues with my neck. I'm gonna become that. What is the name of Elizabeth Holmes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh hi.
Oh hi! I wear a turtleneck and talk in a deep voice. That's me from now on.
Please take me seriously.
Starting in January, that's me. Turtlenecks only.
I'm a Silicon Valley player in a black turtleneck.
Excuse me.
take me seriously.
I can never see my neck ever again.
God. Maybe that's what I should do. I should just transition into turtlenecks all the time. Then I wouldn't have to worry about it, right? Even in the summer, even though it's here, it's summer for like 5 days. Spending 10 hours in bed and only actually sleeping for 2 hours. Yes. Kathy's correct. Kathy's walking away with this. By the way.
Pacific Northwest people.
Yeah.
Oh, does Kathy want to fish?
Kathy, honestly, she has like 5 different answers that have absolutely just shattered the backboard. So yeah.
Pacific Northwest people. It's May, right? Why is it still winter?
I'm done. And honestly, I love the
Oh, I love it.
cold.
I'm Dracula.
She
but
loves it. But
I still love
sick
it.
of this shit.
Every day.
I go outside.
Rain,
there was
40 degrees. I love it. I want it all the time. But I feel bad for you.
I love it generally too, but I like
Feel
things
bad for
to
you.
change.
It's almost June.
I need
I want you to have some
change.
sunshine so you can get some,
I go outside now, and when there's little
Vitamin D.
snatches, there are snatches of sunlight, and they come down, and I'm like, my skin tingles. I tingle all over. Oh, thank God. Oh.
You're like Edward the Sparkly
I
Vampire
am.
from Twilight.
So listen, I'm going to read Kathy's out loud because this is why she won. Having 12 chins. So weird flex bubble. My secret skill is having 12 chins in photos. She also says correcting strangers' grammar, spending 10 hours in bed and actually only sleeping for 2 hours. I have that skill too. Having anxiety about anxiety. See, this is literally just boom, just 360-degree fucking dunk. Just bam. That was an absolute slam.
Organizing the Fire Fest was funny too.
Now, did that put her over the top? I think it did.
No, that was Angela, but yes. Let's see. Kathy.
That put Kathy over the top? I think it did.
Let's see. Kathy.
We're
Kathy.
tallying. We're tallying right now.
She has.
Can I have my own fish that lives there? Yes, we'll call it Kathy's fish. It'll be
Yes.
Officially your fish.
Its name will be Kathy's Fish.
Like Kathy's clown. We
Yeah.
do have a clownfish. We'll name it. We'll rename it.
Okay, so Kathy wins.
Yeah, all right, that's
Kathy
right.
has 3 points. I'm sorry. Kathy dunks on us all every week.
She does.
Sorry.
Yeah, I know. Phenomenal. Nice job, kid. Very nice. Okay.
Kathy, May 27th.
Yes, my mom's birthday,
me
y'all.
up.
Y'all were invited.
That's
y'all were invited
the
for my mom's
weekend.
birthday. We're having a pajama party
Yeah.
on Friday night. Friday the 27th here
Friday the
at
27th.
at Shay, Laura, and Stephanie.
That's
If you can
right.
make it, you're all invited. Every single goddamn one of you is invited for my mom's birthday. We're having waffles. We're having French toast. We're having pancakes, bacon, eggs, a cereal bar, a motherfucking cereal bar, y'all.
gonna happen.
We're having mimosas, we're
Yeah.
having Bloody Marys, we're having screwdrivers. Oh,
Come on over.
It's a Friday. It's Friday the 27th.
It's not going to be a big party because there will be no little kids here.
There are no little kids. It is a kidless.
Sorry.
Kidless.
That's a Friday. Can you take off work? Just take the train
Yes.
up?
The answer is
or
yes.
right up with the engine
Right
buzz.
up with engine fuzz. Do it. Right up with engine fuzz. You know you want to. She works until 5.
Partying all weekend.
Yeah.
Partying. Oh, okay.
Well, we
All right.
could stretch the party all weekend. I mean,
right.
you could still come up. Now, listen. This is the kind of party that I assume is probably going to go till
Yeah.
at least 1 or 2 in the morning. So, I'm
You
guessing.
think the pajama party would go?
Once we get the karaoke going, and once Carrie gets the karaoke going, the
right.
party's going to go.
That's
It's
right.
it's just going to go. So. Kids, this has been phenomenal. Look at that. 57.
Oh no! What we
58.
should do is have a second place because your mom has 2, Walter has 2, Bob has 2, and Kirsten has 2.
Here we go.
So we need a playoff
For
in
third
a
place.
4-way
For third
for
place.
second place.
Well, let's see. Yes, that's exactly right. This is second place. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. So this will be, who are the people who are playing? Walter, my mom, who else? Who's playing?
Walter, Jan, Bob, and Kirsten.
Okay, we're going to judge this one. Walter, my mom, Kirsten, and Bob. Answer the following, please. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the blank of them all? And by the way, apparently she never says that. That is one of those Mandela moments. Mandela, what do they call it? It's the Mandela something, where people think that Mandela actually died in prison.
Young people, right?
Young people think that
because
Mandela.
People our age are like, "Are you joking?"
Somehow
like his
forgot.
whole origin story.
His origin story is that he served 27 years in prison, got out, and like became fucking president. That's his.
What's the matter with you?
I have no idea.
And all of them are like, "Oh no, he died. I know it." And you're like,
"No,
he didn't."
Yeah, like the Sinbad actually starred in a movie called Sinbad in the 1990s. No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
That was Shaq.
No, he didn't. That was Shaq
in a film called Shaq Fu or something like that. But yeah, and then there's this whole thing about it used to be the Berenstain Bears. Now all of a sudden they're saying it's the Berenstain. It was always the Berenstain Bears. Always the Berenstain Bears. Listen to me carefully, millennials. This is not happening. None of this is happening.
Kirsten said, "Who is the most fire?"
Most fire. Oh, Kirsten might have just won here tonight.
Good callback.
Let's see. I think Kathy would take the train to Tukwila.
Who is the what? Yeah, Tukwila.
Tukwila.
I'll pick you up.
Tukwila. The Mandela effect. That's exactly right. The Mandela effect is essentially you collectively, a collective of people, a substantial portion of the population believe a certain thing because they've convinced one another that it is true. A substantial population of this country believes that Nelson Mandela actually died in the 1990s. They remember seeing the funeral.
Jan, watch a TikTok on that.
Yep.
Jan's obsessed with TikTok now.
Oh, dude, listen, if you are not into TikTok right now and you don't want to lose vast swaths of time in your life, don't get involved because you will. I promise you. It is so fucking addictive. I love it. Okay.
Kathy, what I'll do is I'll pick you up at the train station, and then I'll take you to Starbucks and make you swab your nose.
Boom.
And then I'll sit there with you, and if you have COVID, I'll put you on the train back home.
Yeah. So honest to God, use the search function on TikTok and type in Mandela effect, Mom. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. There are a ton of videos on it. Mirror on the wall, who's the blankest of them all? Okay, so Kirsten said most fire, which I'm just inclined to just give it to her. Let's see. So my mom said... what's the muskiest of them all? Horniest, says Walter. And then Bob said the white supremacist. I'm giving it to Kirsten. Did we agree on that one?
I thought don't we have to group vote, or you can just give it to Kirsten? Go ahead.
Let's just go ahead and give it to Kirsten on that one. I think.
Oh
Kirsten
my gosh, she wants a fish.
You want a fish? She says there's a lake nearby, so we know what's going to happen. She said fish.
She doesn't want a fish. Ooh, you know what she does want?
Fire.
A whole variety of disgustingly flavored peeps.
Yeah, you do. Of course you do. Cool.
Kirsten is this week's second place winner.
No thanks on the fish, says Kirsten. Oh, look at that. 1 minute after. Oh, boy. Now we've gone over. We've angered him.
Kirsten, do you want some hot tamales flavored peeps?
Yes, you do.
You do.
You definitely do.
They're ones that
weird.
Ooh, do you want
flavored?
some taco truck flavored jelly beans?
Okay, now that is or have you ever tried, I don't know, did you see the show that we did where we did the hot jelly bean challenge? If you and Olivier want to try this, they are
awful.
Jelly beans.
Just awful.
They are jelly beans that actually have pureed, like Carolina Reaper pepper in them. They're the hottest fucking things I've ever tasted.
She says they're very sweet, but they're not around. Okay, well, wherever you are.
Wherever you are.
Hope you're having a good time.
Having a great time. Yes. If anybody actually wants to do the jelly bean challenge at any point, hit us up. We've got an extra couple packets of that shit for you. Okay, so this has been absolutely phenomenal. I'm thinking about doing maybe a little bit of music after tonight. If anybody's
right
interested.
Now?
Yeah, I think I might just carry over. We'll close out the show, start a new one for fun.
Oh, how about this? You don't have to close it out.
Yep.
This is going to be so awkward. Just play the outro, and then I'll just slowly disappear like this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just like Quagmire.
Giggity.
Giggity. We haven't played the outro in a while. Let's do that.
All right, just play the outro.
Let's see.
Good night, everybody.
Okay, as well, hey everybody, have you heard the news? It's the only show tonight. Shooting the shit with Stefan and Lori, it's gonna be alright. The outro music.
Weird.
We're talking about COVID and beaching, and we're talking about
the Eagles.
And MacGyverin. Hey everybody, it's Stefan and Lori. Hey everybody, it's Stefan and Lori. Hey everybody, it's Stefan and Lori tonight. All right, kids. We'll see you in a few.
And then it's just silent. It's silent. And then I leave.
So I gotta.
And then you start playing.
I gotta kind of change the furniture a little bit. I gotta get the big keyboard out.
Okay.
See you in like 5, kids.
Tune in a minute.
You tune in a minute. We'll have a little music broadcast. Bye.